Your guru is not the parking lot for your ego. If you feel that you will park yourself and feed on the attention of the guru throughout your Kundalini awakening journey, spiritual awakening journey, by feeding on the attention of the guru throughout, then you are highly mistaken. Guru is here to transform you. Guru is here to process your journey towards freedom by working on your total metamorphosis process of transforming you from larva to butterfly. But you, the ego, who is a larva now, doesn't want to become the butterfly. In fact, you are not the larva at all. You are not even the egg. You are some illusionary character that is created in the imaginary world that thinks something of himself or herself. You have created an imaginary character who is playing different roles, who is performing different functions, who is an achiever in some work or a loser, failure in some work, and all these that you have created as an identity is you. And that ego has the problem of ADHD. ADHD means you're suffering from attention deficit hyperactivity syndrome. You all the time need the attention of other people to feed and to be alive. Your ego is like a stagnant energy in your energy field that has been created because of your concentration of energy in creating the ego. Throughout your life, once you got the understanding about that you are going through Kundalini awakening or spiritual awakening, you started collecting all kind of information, all kind of knowledge from everywhere in the world in the form of spiritual seeking. You read about every enlightened people throughout history in different civilizations. You know about the enlightenment of Buddha. You know about the enlightenment of Mahavira. You know about the enlightenment of Osho. You know Krishna consciousness. You know about Jesus. You know about Guru Nanak. You know about Vivekananda, Ramakrishna. You know about Lao Tzu. You know about Zen Master. You know about many enlightened souls who had lived in different era, and you have read all the scriptures where you know, I am not the doer, I am not this, I am not that. And all these mental masturbation you have done through your egoic identification of being a spiritual person or a spiritual ego you have developed separately. You think that you are an intellectual person who has invested so much in gaining and reading spiritual scriptures. You have that heightened sense of being someone who is above the crowd, who is above the normal people operating in the world. You have already created an energy field an air around you where people fear talking to you, because in your eyes they are knowing nothing and you are above these people of the world because you have spiritual knowledge. All garbage, all bullshit, all nonsense you have collected, and that is the reason for your failure. Till now you are not yet free, and you will never be free if you keep collecting all this garbage. And when you come to the Guru, you want to test your garbage of knowledge by testing the Guru, and you want to park yourself in the Guru's energy field like you are a scrap vehicle and you have parked yourself in the Guru's energy field. The Guru's energy field filled with high power divine energy is not for your scrap vehicle. Go and get lost. Sell your scrap vehicle in the scrap market. Sell all your knowledge in the scrap market. The Guru has become Guru with her sadhana. The Guru has become Guru with the discarding of all the garbages. I have never collected the garbage, and whatever garbage I was collecting in the name of seeking throughout my spiritual journey, I have verified it with my true intelligence. I have listened to my inner GPS. I have asked my brain, my consciousness. You don't know anything about the Guru. You feel that the Guru is a normal human being. The Guru is not. The Guru is a frequency. The Guru is a charge. The Guru is a power. The Guru is the intelligence of the universe that is flowing through me. My body, mind, and energy radiates with that Guru frequency through which you are transformed. But you feel that you can park yourself throughout your journey. And who is yourself? You can definitely park yourself if you are suffering and your soul is ready to be free and your ego is ready to die. But you cannot waste Guru's powerful energy by parking your ego here. There is no one to entertain you. Here, I am extremely practical and powerful to kill you. Make sure that your intentions are extremely pure when you approach the Guru, or else work on your purification. You are not an eligible student until and unless you have purified yourself. No Guru, no Master ever has freed any ego. The Guru, the true Master, has always transformed. There is no ego caressment activity going on here. There is no mutual exchange. There is no exchange at all. The Guru is the giver and you are the receiver. This is the only equation between the Guru and the student. The Guru gives and the student receives. The student, the disciple cannot give anything to the Guru. Forget about all your knowledge. You cannot even doubt or question the Guru. Your soul knows who the real Guru is. If the Guru is working on your ego, mind, memory, and all the remnants of your past lives, that Guru is extremely powerful, who can transform you with the powerful energy. And that time, you just need to receive it. You cannot doubt or have trust issues. You cannot remain aware of what the Guru is doing to you. The child, when it is taking birth in the womb, doesn't know how the mother is giving birth to the child, how the mother is nourishing her. The child has no say in the entire process of taking birth. And even after birth, the child has no say until the child grows into a matured adult. There is no say how the parents are upbringing the child. Such kind of trust is required on the part of the child towards the parents who give birth to the child, to create, to upbring, to transform the child into a matured, independent adult. When the child is thrown, when the baby is thrown in the air, the baby laughs because of the trust on the parent, on the father, on the mother, that they will catch hold of the child. That is blind trust on the father, on the parent, that the father will hold the child in his lap once it falls. So it laughs in the air. Your parents must have done that in your infant years. You must have done that to your children if you have ever become father or a mother. That kind of trust is required on the Guru, that even if the Guru says to jump off from the cliff, you should be ready to jump. And if you don't do that, then you are not a student. When the Guru says jump from the cliff and you are ready to jump from the cliff, you go to the end of the cliff and you find that it is not a cliff at all. It was just my testing that the Guru was doing to test me whether I am ready. You have to unlearn everything that you have learned so far. Extreme level of commitment is required for you to become pure in the total journey of freedom. Another analogy will make it clear to you if you are not understanding by now. You go to the university and you ask the professor to clarify your doubts. It is valid. You can ask the Guru the right questions that is coming from the real journey, from the real transformation that you are going through. You may be ignorant, you are ignorant, and you can ask questions from that space. But you cannot go to the professor and ask him to clarify something that you have read from somewhere else. The news, the social media. What the professor will do then? He will tell you, go out of my university. The same way, I will tell you, go and park yourself to the place from where you have collected the garbage. Go to the dump yard and go and dump yourself, your brain, your mind, your ego there. The Guru will not clarify your garbage collection activity. The real questions come from the one who is really suffering. You have not suffered enough. You have never been into any kind of practical actions. You are running away from the very fact that you are unable to take the actions that needs to be done. You have to take practical actions in your life. You cannot run away from your problems like a coward. You have to face every problem. You have to face the struggle of transformation from a larva to a butterfly. You have to go through the process of a childbirth. You want to become free here and now, but you are not ready to do the sadhanas. the spiritual practices that the Guru teaches. You're not ready to die. You're not ready to transform. You're not ready to give up whatever garbage you have collected so far. All your data in the body, in the form of energy, is wasted in the collection and management of these garbage. You keep on collecting and wasting your resources, valuable resources, in collecting these garbages. You read from one source, then you go to another source, you collect some, you get doubts, your mind is created, the thoughts of those reading goes inside you. And from which sources you are collecting these information? From the people who are not free yet? From the teachers who are not enlightened? From the people who are not siddhas, who are not true guru, who themselves are going through a process of illusion? They are themselves disillusioned by so much of information. It is like social gossiping is happening. Someone says something, the other person says something, the other next person comes. This is the way social media interaction happens. And you are a part of that interaction. Commenting on different platforms. There is no right question asked by a right seeker. And when someone who is a right seeker, who is searching something, asks a question to someone whom he feels is knowing or a knowledgeable person, then the other person in the group bullies that person because the very existence of a true seeker threatens the trollers and the commentators who are there for time pass, who are there for entertainment, who are there for bullying each other, who feed on each other's energy, who themselves are having lots of brain and health related issues, who themselves have schizophrenic and bipolar kind of conditions. Brain and mental health issues are their primary problems, and that is why they are here wasting their life. And you are part of this garbage collection and a part of these slum dwellers. What kind of energy do you get from such kind of interactions? If you would have followed the advice of the Guru for 100 days, I would have freed you by now. But you don't want to commit. Not because you don't trust the Guru, you don't trust yourself. You don't have confidence on yourself to change and transform. For one day, 24 hours, you cannot commit to something, to be disciplined, to increase your willpower. Because you have lost your semen and your ego is running away from this fact. Look at your journey so far. You were highly addicted. You are still addicted to spiritual knowledge. You are highly addicted to gathering and reading more about people, watching videos, reading scriptures. When one information is not able to release happy hormones in you, you go out to the another information. And this is how you keep collecting information. You are addicted to information collection. You read news. You are engaged in the addiction of collecting news information about all the gurus in the world, all the people in the world who are getting enlightened or going through spiritual awakening. What will you do with the spiritual awakening of other people? You have to disconnect from the environment which has contributed to the creation of your ego. If you have to really take the guidance of the true Guru, if you really want to transform your life into something extraordinary, and you are fed up with the old kind of living life in which nothing happens, it's a passive life. It's a life of mental masturbation. It is like dream sexuality. Everything is happening in the imaginary world. Nothing is happening in real. There is no girl in the real life. There is no actual sex happening in the real life. Everything is happen in your imagination. You're fucking the girl in the imaginary world. You're having all the everything, love making and everything in the imaginary world. There is no real action. In real life, you don't find a girl and don't have the courage to approach a girl for anything. Not even for a cup of coffee, you can ask a girl with courage because you have lost your masculinity. 99% of the spiritual seekers who are men, including you are wasting your life in gathering information and living a passive life. You cannot move your ass when it comes to physical actions. All your ojas in the body is lost. You keep on getting addicted to different kinds of addictions, including alcohol, overeating, eating meat and other stale food, weed. In the name of spiritual downloads, you say that so much of spiritual download is difficult to handle. That is why you are addicted. Drugs, cannabis and so many things, smoking, everything that is available in the name of addiction. You get the information of that source pre-hand. Because in the groups or the information centers from which you collect the garbage, you get lot of information from people who are in the groups, social media groups. There is no real interaction with real people in real life through which you will learn actual practicality. There is not a single masculine man in your life through which you will be able to learn what masculinity in reality means. All are donkeys and all are sheep around. There is not a real lion with whom you interact and exchange your energy with. You are an average of 5 people you spend your life with. If you are spending your life with 5 donkeys, you become a donkey. On the other hand, if you spend your valuable time, life with 5 lions, you will become a lion one day. The Guru is one man industry or one army. It is the university of the universe. Because the Guru is the intelligence of the universe. I am the intelligence of the universe. You ask a question from a real seeking perspective, you will get the right answer and you will be free. I dissolve all of your questions. I dissolve you. I dissolve the mind that is existing on illusionary information and denser energies. I have the power to transmute your demonic and lower energies, the energy vampires in you, into powerful energy of consciousness. And that is possible through the practices, the life that I teach you to live. You are not a good student because you cannot follow what the Guru says. You don't want to surrender. You don't want to receive. You have that male ego that how could I surrender in front of a Guru who is in female form? That is why the universe has created me as the Guru, so that your pride goes to the earth level. Keep your shoes and ego outside when you reach the Guru. Not only me, any Guru in the world cannot ever free you if you are coming or going to the Guru. That Guru with some ego. The Guru which takes anything from you is not a true Guru. If the Guru is taking your shit, then the Guru is not the real Guru. He is a fake Guru. And you will know the difference between a true Guru and a fake Guru when you go to hundreds of such gurus and waste your time, money and energy and life in such investments you make. It will become a dud investment. You come to me in the form of ice, dense, filled with all kind of shit, garbage. And with my powers, with the transformation process, I transform you into vapor, lighter, invisible, into pure energy. You experience that also. But even after experiencing, you are sticking to your ego. That is what the obstacle is. Some of you got enlightened through me, through my powerful energy transmission. But immediately, the ego came from the back door. How is it possible? You wanted to move Kundalini. You wanted to transform Kundalini. You wanted to become enlightened by doing something. And you failed. But you came to me. With my power, I burnt your ego. I transformed. It happens because I am that powerful. And when it happened, in a few hours, in few moments, the ego is coming from the back door to say, how is it possible? The same act which was not possible by me for years and decades, how is it possible through this guru in such a short time? Then the answer is, the guru is here to kill the ego. That is why I am born. That is why my avatar is. That is why I am here. With all the powers. My powers work in real time to dissolve your ego. And for that state to reach, it is not possible for you in millions of years. The sadhanas that I have done for millions of years have made me powerful. For you to remain free, you have to do your sadhana, which I teach. Most of my students are ego-free and they're extremely powerful after enlightenment because they follow my advice. They have blind faith, blind trust on this Guru's power. If I tell them, do nothing for 1 year, they do nothing. They just do chop wood and carry water. They just live life and slowly, gradually, they become powerful. They trust life. They trust the advice of the Guru. They trust what I say. And when they do that, they become transformed into a new version of themselves. They become butterfly. They become an eagle. They become a lion. They become a phoenix who have worked on burning themselves. There is no doing involved after freedom. Only sadhana practices that I teach is required. If you are ready for all these work on yourself, you have to drop your ego and come to the Guru to rescue you, to free you. Don't come with your lust energy. Don't come with your lower energy. I have the clairvoyant reading power to read you, to see through you. And I know what I can do with my powers if you have come with wrong intentions. You need to be extremely pure. Otherwise, the Kundalini in you will punish you. She is the record keeper and the watchman of your energy field. Each time you think something from lower energies, it gets registered in Kundalini. And then she punishes you because you have created wrong karma of creating a wrong thought from your lower energy vampires in your system, which radiate at extremely low energy of the demonic world, the negative world, the low vibrational frequency. And Kundalini registers them and it creates karma. And then Kundalini does the dharma of punishing you. Your ego will be constricted. You will have all the constriction in the body, mind and spirit, and you will face the consequences. And it is a real case of students. They get panic attacks when they try to think anything wrong. Their ego is shattered. Kundalini punishes by creating havoc in their system. This discourse should be an eye-opener for your soul, which is seeking freedom. The ego is not seeking freedom. The ego is trying to keep you in the jail, and you will never be free if you are still feeding your ego. So come to the Guru, surrendered with extreme trust, extreme empty vessel. Unlearn everything before you come to the Guru. Then only the Guru will be able to transmute your energies into higher consciousness, higher power. Once your soul, your spirit, your Kundalini becomes free. Have the fear of facing the Guru. If you cannot look into the eyes of the Guru, you are not a trustworthy person. This means you are in your mind, you are in your ego. If your soul is pure, you will approach the Guru and look into the eyes. You will have the guts to look straight and not blink and look here and there. There are so many dimensions of your eligibility. So the Guru is not your parking lot for your ego. Keep it as outside the door and work on yourself. Work on yourself for years, and when you are ready, purified, that time maybe the Guru will be available for you or some other Guru will come. All right? Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you.